go straight. I'm going to use my left leg. Oh, I missed. I'm going. Welcome to Basics. Welcome to Floorballbasics. It's been a long while since I last did a video. This time around, I'm going to do this video in regards to our foot or your feet, our footwork. Use which side of your leg when you take your shots. That's one. And two, how exactly should you really plant the planting of your feet before you take your shots. Okay, the number one thing I just want to talk about, right, is our footwork. Okay, so I use my toes or my big toe as a guiding principle in terms of when I take my shots, whether is it a stationary shot, going straight, or let's say if I'll curl around, my big toe has to point towards the goal. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a stationary shot. I'm going to touch a stationary shot and as well as the where the feet has to point at the same time, right? So stationary shots, I'll do this. You can see straight away that my big toe over here is already pointing towards the goal. Okay, I can just tilt a bit, maybe towards the side, but generally speaking, I should be pointing there. There's no way I'm gonna just point my toes sort of like perpendicular or 45 or 90 degrees away from the goal, and I expect it to score towards the goal. Okay, why? Because our hips are actually has to be working together with our leg at the same time, in my opinion. So what happens is, if I were to, let's say, plant this, my hips is directly towards 90 degrees away from the goal, and in this position, it is almost impossible for me to actually twist and turn and direct the ball towards the goal, even though I'm taking a stationary shot. Okay, now so about a stationary shot, the feet should be pointing towards the goal, body should be pointing towards the goal, and when you take the shot, it should be a guiding principle. And you can see from here when I step, a guiding principle towards taking the shot towards the goal. Okay, and when at stationary position, I would usually use my right feet in front, my left feet behind, and me being a lefty. So okay, when I'm actually going straight, okay, my controversial point is I will actually plant with my left feet before I take my shots. Okay, I actually took a couple of shots just to show whether is it planting with my left feet or planting with my right feet, which one is a bit more comfortable. Now, all shots generally are able to go towards the goal, but the key point is when I use my right feet. Okay, if I were to dribble straight and if I were to use my right feet to plant before I shoot, what happens is it's basically a split second later before I release the shot. Now, why? Because as I go, I will need to plant it this way before I release the shot. Whereas, because I'm a lefty, right, on my left side, if I were to use my left feet to plant the shot, once I plant my left feet, I'm straight away able to release the ball towards the goal. And so therefore, I just now mentioned, it almost looked like a quick release shot, because when you are running straight towards goal, usually it happens because it's a counter-attacking situation, probably a one-on-one, maybe two versus one situation. And so the decision in terms of whether you want to pass the ball or whether you want to shoot the ball, it has to be a lot more quicker. And with that half a second grace, so to speak, I would actually prefer to use my left feet to release rather than I use my right feet before I release based on the distance that's being used. Of course, one key difference that I noticed was if I will use my left feet to shoot, okay, left feet to shoot, my shots are somewhat lower, and if I'll use my right feet to shoot, it will somehow naturally go higher. Again, because of this extra difference in terms of distance where I drag the ball, and perhaps because of that, the distance of height caused it to happen. Okay, but if you ask me, my personal preference is, if I'm going to show it right now, is when I'm going to go straight, I'm going to use my left leg. Oh, I missed. I'm going to use my left leg, okay, to plant and going to take the shot that way. Now, just moving quickly towards the last drag shot, and it's typically what most of you would be practicing, which is drag shots is usually most of the time where you are curling around to your strong side. So example, if I receive the ball from here and the goal is over there, I'll naturally want to just curl around, and when I curl around, I will I want to just put it to the back before I drag the ball towards the goal. I'm just going to show this one clip over here where I took it just now, where once I curl it on, take a look at my feet. How while curling, my feet is actually pointing away. So example from here, my feet is not actually pointing towards the goal, but as I'm curling around, at the very last moment, my right feet, my right big toe is actually pointing towards the goal. And that, like I said, is a key, the key for you to guide your stick, your ball, your body, everything towards the goal. So just to do it slow-mo, I'm gonna curl around, my feet is away from the ball, sorry, away from the goal. My feet is away from the goal, away from the goal. As I'm turning and planting over here, that is where I'm getting ready to drag towards the goal. Okay, so go a bit faster. I'm gonna curl, plant, face, and go towards the goal. Okay, so generally speaking, that is what this whole video is about. Basically, how do you utilize your feet in terms of getting your drag shot on target. Now, pertaining to while running towards the goal, whether you want to use your right feet or your left feet, something for you to go and explore on your own, and perhaps you can actually let me know what is your preference. Okay, at the end of the day, I don't think it's a right or wrong thing. It's just something that you have to gradually build it up as a habit, and from there on, just make it your own. Okay, with that, this is the end of this video. Do remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.